Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm going to do a commentary on the Irish comic book Celtic Clan. It's actually 2 issues in length. I think there's more to come. I'm not actually sure when that's coming out. These books have been on the scene for a good few years. The first issue is 2012. And the second issue is 2013, so I'm not sure if there is a third one coming, but I guess we'll wait and see. I wanted to start with the these two covers here. I think the first cover is really good. I really like it. It's very kind of it's kind of iconic in a way, as in like, I always think a black cover works really well, and then you just have, like, I know a lot of books would have full-bodied heroes. Like, this is a superhero book. You would have a lot of covers where it's full-bodied characters, leaping around, shooting out their powers and stuff like that. Like, but this just has the characters' faces, so it's kind of something different, and it really stands out. And I think the black as well just helps the logo also. So yeah, that's a really nice cover. I think this cover wasn't as successful as the first one. There's a lot going on there. Even it's pretty cool, like this cool looking green creature, and you have some of the heroes here and here. But yeah, it's just, I don't think it's as bold and as clear as this, and I think that's really kind of successful cover, to be honest. The creative team on this book is Nigel Flood, who's the writer, and Frank J. Wright. Now, let me just take a look here. The lettering is Adam Pruitt, and there's some back cover art and stuff that gets credit, but I suppose I'm not going to be showcasing that here, so I will just talk about the people who worked on the stuff that we'll be looking at. So yeah, the book, it is a superhero book. What I have to say is, I always thought myself, doing a superhero story about Irish superheroes, I always found it would be hard to do, and I don't know, I think sometimes personally I always try and gravitate towards it being believable and realistic, whereas I think this story, which I have to give credit to, it's quite kind of like bombastic. Like, I think the team just kind of go for it. They're like, there's lots of really fun ideas. Like, yeah, I think fun is probably the best thing to think about when you're reading this story. Is like, even, I don't know if some of it's in tongue in cheek, but yeah, I had a smile basically reading through these 2 issues, because of there's lots of funny stuff in there, like, especially, if you're from Ireland, you get kind of a lot of things, and yeah, it just really worked from a fun aspect. I think just talking about some of the characters, like, if I go past the 2 covers here, like, this is one of the characters here, and he's called Celtic Tiger, and it's a play on the Celtic tiger economy in Ireland years ago, and this tiger is kind of washed up and kind of the same as the Irish economy was probably in 2013. But there's a lot of that type of humor in there, like tie-ins to different kind of Irish cultural stuff, which is cool. And this character here, the citizen, I really like the design of him, actually. He's got a shield. I'm not sure if I have a photograph of it, but with a stag on it, and you don't actually get to see this character through the 2 issues. Like, his identity is hidden. There's some kind of questions there in issue 2 as to who his identity is. It seems to hint at different things. Another one of the heroes in the story, I suppose he's like a reluctant hero. He's called the Athlete, so he's kind of one of these characters like the Flash or something, like he can run really fast. But like, I like the design, he's kind of in a kind of tracksuit style thing, like with the Irish flag there, and even if I go in here, like, it shows a bit of his origin story, and it's kind of, I suppose this is the book, it's a bit of fun, like, it's basically he was a junkie injecting heroin and then got struck by lightning. So I suppose he's like a urban kind of scumbag or something like that in Dublin. And like, yeah, it's a bit of crack. Like, it works well with the story that it's in. And even this character here, he's called the Big Fella. He's like the leader, which is obviously a play on Michael Collins. So there's a lot of this kind of these tie-ins to different parts of Irish culture, and it's yeah, I think it works really well, to be honest. It's, like I said, it's a bit of fun, and it's a book that you wouldn't take too seriously. You're just basically, if you want to pick this up and have a smile on your face, like, I think definitely that's going to happen. The story brings in something which I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if Nigel kind of intended this, but like, if people have heard of David Icke, he's like this guy who I suppose he's big into conspiracy theories and stuff like that, like, and you know, a lot of people would believe in what he's saying, but basically it's his belief. I don't know if he still holds it or if he's changed that, but that the world is basically run by lizard people that live in the center of the earth. And I think that, yeah, it's something like that. But Nigel has kind of brought this into the story. There are these lizard people, and I'm not sure if he's like a David Icke fan, or if the fact that they're lizard people and a certain character in Ireland was pretty good at sorting out reptiles. I don't really want to, like, I think I'm being obvious here as to who I'm talking about, but yeah, so it's nice to kind of marry this in with a well-known Irish character who was basically good at dealing with lizards. So I kind of like that mixture of two different things. Another just quick one here. What I like is, like, there's so much cool stuff in Ireland, and I just love people, creators in Ireland that really tap into it and try and kind of enrich the pop culture of Ireland and bring all the old stuff into kind of newer ideas and newer stories and stuff like that. Like, and Newgrange here is basically where Celtic clan have like their new headquarters. So yeah, I just love that type of stuff. I just thought it was worth a mention. My favorite page of the two issues was the end of issue 1. It's this next page here, and I just thought it was really cool because you just turn the page and it's a nice close up. I think this character is really well drawn. I really like the expression in his face. He's actually inside of a kind of stasis, like, I don't know, like some kind of tank full of blue water, and he's in stasis. He's been held there. He's a very famous figure in Ireland. Don't really want to give away who he is. It's actually a really I don't know, it's a great addition to this lineup of superheroes. In a way, this character could be a superhero. It's a good bit of fun, and I suppose if you tie in the enemies as being reptile people, that gives you a bit of a clue as to who this character possibly is. But I suppose he's done in a really kind of he's turned into this kind of badass just warrior, and it's a bit of crack. Like, it's good fun. This character here is when I done my book last year, The Bog Road, I think in my head, and you know, I probably read this story and didn't connect the dots, but in my book, The Bog Road, there's a bog creature, and I always thought that I was the first person to put a bog creature into a comic book, but I have to I suppose give that prize to Nigel, because there is a character in issue 1, like, he's kind of like the main enemy, who is a bog creature, and I'm pretty sure he's in Leash as well, which is where my bog creature came from. So yeah, I have to give props to Nigel for that one. Well done. The next two images I'm going to show are basically from issue 2, and it's kind of a progression of Frank's style. I think issue 2 is definitely a lot better artistically. Like this one here, this is the Citizen. I don't know, I like this little panel on one of the pages, and it's like a zoom in, and you know, he's obviously struggling in this battle, and there's a bit of blood coming out through his helmet, and he just kind of looks really beaten up, and I like some of the mark making there, which is really nice. And then this page here I thought was great. Like the first panel is a little, like, I think just blacking out the characters probably wasn't the best decision there, but I love this close up here of this character. This is like one of the big enemies in the second issue, and the Celtic tiger character, I think he's kind of he's like evolving. I think he's becoming more beastly in the story, but I just really liked how that was drawn, and even this here as well. Like, so I suppose just to kind of show, definitely you can see that the artwork is getting a lot better in this issue. It's nice to see, actually nice to see an artist improving and trying different things. Overall, I really enjoyed these two issues of Celtic Clan. I think it's a lot of fun. I think there's just a lot of kind of, I suppose, wacky ideas I think that's the type of comic it is. It's just a lot of fun. It's kind of superhero, over the top type stuff, and if you're into that, you should definitely pick it up, because I think you will read it and you'll kind of get a good laugh out of it, and yeah, really enjoy it. Definitely recommend it. If you like my video commentary on Celtic Clan, then please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it please on social media. Yeah, Celtic Clan.